Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I hope you're all doing great. So today is our first asynchronous class. And for that purpose, I want you all to have your learner's book, workbook, and your English notebook by your side. For that, I'll be giving you 10 seconds. So be quick and bring your workbook, learner's book, and your notebook with you. Keep it with you by your side. The time starts now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, I hope that you guys have your notebooks, workbook, and learner's book with you. So for our today's first activity, we need to know a few things. All right, so I want you all to just imagine the time period the before holidays when you used to come to school. So there was a complete sequence that you used to follow, right? So you used to get up early in the morning, then you used to wash your face, then get dressed up. Later, you used to have your breakfast. After that, you used to pack your bag. And finally, you reached school on time through bus or through your personal transport. All right. So there was a complete sequence that you used to follow. So students, I'll be giving you 2 minutes to write the sequence of how you used to come to school. What did you do at first, after that, and later, and then finally what happened? Right? Firstly, secondly, finally, next, whatever you want to use, you can use and write sequence of how you used to come to school. Your time starts now. Let me put on the timer. Your time starts now. All right, so the time's up. Time's up. So I hope you have written a few sentences, and if you have used words like firstly or at first, after that, um, later, next, secondly, eventually, finally, the day before, last night, early in the morning, etc., etc. So let me clarify that all of these belong to a specific grammatical category, which is called as adverbials. What are these all called? These are called as adverbials. 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 And we will be discussing what are adverbials today. I want you to just quickly recall what are verbs. I want you to recall the definition of verbs on your own in your heart. So I hope that you guys consider that verbs are basically words that describe an action. Verbs describe action. Am I right? So if I say that I woke up early and we played after lunch, all right? So if I say that I woke up, what is woke up in this sentence? Try to do it yourself. What is woke up in this sentence? Woke up is a verb. So this verb and noun make a sentence. But what if I add another word after it, which is I woke up early? This early word is basically a word which is telling us about waking up, right? When the action took place, basically. So this early is adding meaning to woke up. It is modifying woke up, which is a verb. Hence, it is an adverbial. Remember that adverbials are words that modify a verb, adjective, or another adverb. All right. We will be keeping it short and till verb. All right. So adverbials are the words that modify a verb. For example, waking up is an action, but telling us when, like early, telling us specifying time, that would be an adverbial of time. When, adverbial of time. After this, it's important for us to practice adverbial of time, and for that I'll be sharing a picture with you. To have a greater understanding of adverbials of time, I'll be inserting a picture over here, and you'll be writing what the picture describes, keeping in view the time. All right. For example, if it's sunrise, if it's evening, if it's night, if it's morning, whatsoever the situation, whatever the time is, all right, you will be using an adverbial to describe the action. I'll be inserting the picture now. So here's the image. What you are going to do is write one sentence which has an adverbial of time in it according from this picture. All right. Make sure that it has a noun, it has a verb, and an adverbial. Adverbial will describe the verb. Write it down quickly. I'm giving you a minute. All right, I hope you are all done with it. Now, take out your workbooks, page number 100, 5.4, ordering information, language facts. Adverbials of time are adverbs or adverbial phrases used to describe when something happened or for how long it happened. They also show the order of events. All right. So adverbial of times are going to tell us how long, for how long something happened or when something happened. Remember this, how and when. All right. And adverbials usually answer some questions which include why, when, where, how, and why an action took place. It tells us how, where, when, and why an action took place. But what are adverbial of times? What adverbial of time will only focus on when. This is the adverbial of time. When, focusing on when an action took place. Just remember that adverbial of time will tell when an action took place. They also show the order of events. Adverbs, eventually, there are some adverbs: eventually, before, firstly, secondly, finally, next, lastly, later, then. These are adverbs. Usually, one word is considered as an adverb, and phrase is basically a combination of words. We already know that phrase is a combination of words that does not give a complete sense. So, adverbial phrase will be the combination of words that will be telling when the action took place. As you can see over here, the day before last, during spring, the other day, last month. All of these are adverbial phrases. Adverbials can come at the start or end of the sentence. It's very important. It's important for you to notice that adverbials can come at the start of the sentence as well as at the end of the sentence. It's a misconception that adverbials only come at the start of the sentence. It's important to know that whenever they come at the start of the sentence, you write the adverbial. After that, you add a comma, and after adding the comma, you continue your sentence. All right. But if you're adding the same adverbial to the end of the sentence, you won't be adding comma. All right. So for example, we discuss the plan. First of all, comma, we discuss the plan. Or you can also say we discuss the plan at first. At the end, when it will be written like at first, we discuss the plan at first, there won't be any comma. We discussed the plan at first. Now, in this sentence, this is the adverbial part, at first. So there won't be any commas before it. Let me just change the color of at first so that it's easier for you guys to understand as well. We discussed the plan at first. All right. So there won't be any comma when the adverbial will be coming at the last. Let me continue reading it. Adverbials can come at the start or at the end of the sentence. When starting a sentence, use a comma to separate the adverbial from the rest of the sentence. I have told you this. First of all, we discussed the plan. First of all, comma. This is an adverbial phrase, and then we added a comma. We discussed the plan. Finally, comma. We arrived at the museum. So the first question that you are going to do is underline the adverbials of time in the sentences. So these are the sentences that I've given below. You are going to just underline whatever the adverbial of time is. Say if they appear at the beginning or end of the sentence. So you're going to say or write in front of it that if they're going to appear in the beginning, end, or at the end of the sentence. All right. For example, last weekend we took a bus trip. Last weekend, where is the adverbial of time? I'm going to underline last weekend, and after that I'll be writing in bracket whether it's going to come at the beginning of the sentence or at the end of the sentence, whatever my opinion is regarding this. All right. So you'll be doing this exercise. After that, when you are done, you'll move on to the second question. Second question is rewrite the sentences beginning with adverbials shown in brackets. So these are the sentences that have been given to you, and they have given the adverbials in brackets. You have to rewrite the sentence. All right. And make sure that you have to use it at the beginning of the sentence and insert a comma after it. For example, let me do one for you. Let me do one sentence for you. All right. For example, I can help. The sentence is I can help you with your homework, and in the bracket after the show. How will I be solving it? I will be saying after the show, I inserted the adverbial in the start. After that, I'm going to put a comma. Remember, whenever you're using an adverbial at the start of a sentence, you'll be using a comma. I can help you with your homework. I can help you with your homework. Full stop. Remember to use correct punctuation marks at the end of the sentences as well. So this is how you are going to do second question of this exercise. Then we have the third question. The third question says, move the adverbials to the beginning of sentence, then rewrite the sentences in correct order. These are the sentences that have been given to you. You have to point out the adverbials, that where are the adverbials, and you have to move it in the start of the sentence afterwards. For example, I'll be doing one for you. We arrived at museum in no time at all. So I'll be pointing out where the adverbial is right now. All right. So I guess no time at all is the adverbial. I'll be highlighting it All right, for you guys, I'll be highlighting it first. No time at all. In no time at all. After that, I'll be rewriting it over here, that we, because we have to use it in the beginning of the sentence. A, make sure to write the number, question number as well. All right, A. In no time at all, you have to use a capital letter at the beginning of a sentence. In no time at all, comma. Remember to use a comma when using an adverbial at the beginning of a sentence. We arrived at the museum. Okay, so this is how you are going to attempt all of these sentences. There are 5 sentences, and first of all, you are going to point out the adverbial, and then you'll be moving it at the start of the sentence, inserting a comma, and then rewriting the sentence. After doing this, after completing this exercise, write 5 sentences about a recent event. If there was a holiday or something like that, you will be any event that you have attended. For example, if you attended the party, Eid Milan party, or if you met your, there was a festival basically which passed right now, which was Eid ul Fitr. All right, so write the sequence of what you did on Eid ul Fitr. Write 5 sentences if you want. If you can do that, if you want to write any other about any other event, you can also choose to write that. Make sure to use adverbials of time and put the events in sequence. All right, so that's all from my side. You have to complete page number 100 and 101 for this class, and inshallah we'll be meeting in the next class. Till then, take care, and assalamu alaikum.